Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hope so all of you are fine and in a good state of health. Let's start our today's topic. Our today's topic is about levers, and this lesson includes book page number 174 till 177, then 180 till 181. The basic objectives of today's lesson are to describe what is a lever and how do we use these levers, then define the moment of a force, then next state what is meant by the center of gravity. So let's start our today's lesson. Levers are basically the simple machines that make our work easy, and these are not used recently, as they are, you can say, used in the by the early Egyptians as well. How they were used: as the Egyptians, they built the pyramids and they used levers as to produce a turning effect on the, you can say, heavy material, and then they changed the motion of the objects as well to make their work easy. These enable people to do work using less effort. Like a lever usually is used to move or lift the object. Levers can be used to exert a large force over a small distance at one end by exerting only a small force over a greater distance at the other end. First of all, we are going to study the parts of the lever. There are basically the three parts of the lever. First one is fulcrum or the pivot, then load, and then the next one is effort. These three parts, these are located at different points on the lever, and their position is different in different types of the lever. What is fulcrum? This is basically the point or the at which the lever rotates. Then load, this is basically the weight of that object, and the effort, this is basically the force that you apply on the bar. Basically, the lever, it act as force multiplier, and sometimes it act as distance multiplier according to the nature of the object. This is basically the fulcrum or the pivot at which the lever rotates. Then this is the load and the effort. There are different types of levers, like you can see hammer, you can see scissors. How they are used? They are used to move the objects that are too heavy to move like in daily life. We use different levers such as scissors, then we can use hammers, we can use cane openers. Then in the laboratory, when we are going to perform some practical, we use test tube holders. Then while eating, forks. So all of these are different types of lever. Moreover, the position of the fulcrum is different in all the three types of levers. Sometimes the fulcrum is in the middle, like the scissors and a hammer, and these act as the force multiplier. Like by applying only a little effort, we can cut easily different objects. On the other hand, the other type of lever, the load is between the pivot and the effort, or between the fulcrum and the effort. This is that is called, you can say, example can be a wheelbarrow. Then in another type of lever, the effort is between the load and the fulcrum or the pivot. For example, the test tube holder in the laboratory. When we apply a little effort on the test tube holder, then we can just it can have a grip on the test tube, and in this way we can keep our hand distant from the flame as well. So this act as a distance multiplier. Turning effect of a force is known as as moment. It is the product of force multiplied by the perpendicular distance from the, you can say, distance that is from the fulcrum or the pivot, right? So how we can know that? This is basically, it depends upon the force that is being applied and how far it is from the fulcrum, right? So while for example, if we are going to close a door, we apply a little force on the handle of the door. Then in that way we can easily close the door. Why we can easily close the door? Because the, you can say, distance from the pivot or the, you can say, the point around which the door can move, it is greater, and in this way we can apply a little effort. But if we want to close the door by applying, you can say, force near to the point or where the door is attached, then in that case we have to apply a greater effort, greater force, and the door will not, you can say, close easily. So the moment, it is calculated force multiplied the perpendicular distance from the pivot, and the unit of the moment is the Newton meters, as the unit of force is Newton and the distance is meters, so the unit for the moment is Newton meters. In if we want to know more about the you can say the moment of the forces, the basic principle is that the in equilibrium state, or in you can say balancing situation, or in a balanced condition, then both the clockwise moment and the anti-clockwise moment, all of these are same. For example, if we are going to balance a seesaw, then in that case a kid that is with heavy weight, that kid will sit near to the fulcrum, and the kid that is having a light weight, it will sit far away from the fulcrum or from the pivot. In this way, like you can see in the diagram as well, in this way the seesaw will be balanced. Next come the center of mass and stability. This is basically a point through which the mass of the object seems to act. For example, if the object is of a regular shape, then its the center of mass will be exactly at the center of that object, as the mass is evenly distributed. If it is of irregular shape, then we have to be calculate the center of mass, or the center of gravity as well. When the object has been tilted beyond a certain point, the weight will now cause a clockwise moment about the pivot, right? So this is basically then that why the objects topple sometimes. For example, if we are going to take an example of a car and a truck, the car will be more stable as compared to a you can say a tall truck. Why? Or why it will be more stable, as the center of you can say center of mass of the car, it will be at lower position as compared to the truck, so the car will be more stable as compared to the truck. Okay, now I have planned some homework for you people. You are supposed to read the pages that are related to the topic, and now you will do question number 2 on your book page number 175, and then complete workbook page number 76 as well. And as your home assignment, you are going to complete workbook page number 77 and 78. If you feel any point difficult, you can contact me. I hope so everything is clear to you people. Okay, Allah Hafiz.